Welcome to The Better Half, starring the better halves of the Green Bay Packers. We're kicking off, can you believe this, our 7th season. I'm your host, Rachel Monick, and along me is Heaven Daniels, back again this year, wife of defensive tackle Mike Daniels. Danielle Kendricks is here, wife of tight end Lance Kendricks, and newlywed Brianna Spriggs, wife of offensive tackle Jason Spriggs, here today. Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
Welcome. Good to see you all.
You too, Rach.
How are you?
Tired. I'm really tired.
We're going to get to that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And when I asked Danielle how she was, she said, I'm momming. I'm momming. For those of you with us for the first time, The Better Half is a lifestyle show. We talk about family. We talk about fashion, fitness, community, home decorating, projects, weddings. We'll get to that too. And of course, we talk food. We do like to do that. We'll be making some game day inspired appetizers, kind of with a healthy twist on them. And we'll look at one of the hottest game day, some of the hottest game day fashions, green and gold, you know, and tips to make your closet look picture perfect.
Awesome.
You need that, right?
Awesome. I need all that.
Do you have a new house, a big new closet? And
Yeah.
you just filled it all in?
And I haven't had time to take care of my own stuff. Mike and the kids are settled, but when you're a mom, you take the back burner, and so my stuff is not done at all.
And maybe it will give you a couple years.
It'd probably
it's
be
gonna
2
be a
years.
while. Well, we're talking babies to start off the year, right? There's a
Yeah.
lot of babies. We have this picture we want to share. It's like baby central. Who wants to take this picture? Tell us who's in it. Go left to right.
It's hard to see. So we got Alyssa Janice and her son, Carter James. We've got Katie Blasco and little Tommy, Courtney Thorne and Isla, and who's the last person? One of the coaches, Stephanie. And
Oh, look at her little one. So
hard to see.
cute. So that's just a few of some of the babies. But every season, it's like, wow. It's like an explosion of
how we do it
babies.
here.
And it's also happening for some of our favorite better halves who are no longer with the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
This is Sarah Beagle. And they announced, when did they announce this?
just recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
Super cute picture. He's now playing for,
The Saints.
yep.
And I think, isn't the Goodsons with the Saints too?
I think they were, yeah.
Oh, they were. Okay.
They were. That's Lindsay
Yep.
Goodson and their babes. So cute. We do like to revisit some of our better halves who aren't
Yeah.
with the
So
team
sweet.
anymore because we get to know them. And then next,
Aww.
Christy Martinez and their little one. So, I mean, picture perfect. And there's Blake.
He's
Proud
happy.
Papa.
She's so cute.
It's so cool. I think that's one of my favorite parts is just like seeing the guys with their babies because they're so big and
Yeah.
massive and they come from, you know, off the field from training camp and then they're all sweet and gentle. It's awesome.
There was a picture I saw on social media of, I'm just blocking on the name. We'll get back to that because of you and your husband.
Pizza. I had to have a pizza baby announcement. I'm
Oh,
obsessed.
that's so cute. You had a pizza in the oven.
Yeah, she's here now. She's 2 months and she's awesome, kicking my butt. But it's been great. Yeah, this is fun. I went to Door County for these photo shoot. I'd never been before, and we went all over Door County. That was a whole experience, I must say. But I was really, really thrilled with how my maternity pictures
It's
turned
just
out.
gorgeous.
So
and
pretty.
real quick, Caspian was the name I couldn't think
Oh,
of.
Randall.
Cobb's
Okay.
baby, Caspian. And he gave the baby the game ball.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
so cute. Yeah, to see the big guys with their little babies.
So cute.
All right. I was like, panic there for a second. And I don't even have that mom brain right now. So coming up, we have more pictures to share with you from the Kendricks.
Yes, that's my little guy. Can you believe he's a year already?
The first time you were on here, you had
Yes.
just had him.
Yes, and he just turned a year last month. It's insane. And we're just loving it out here. I mean, it's awesome being a mom, and this whole experience is just crazy.
Were these pictures taken in Wisconsin? It looks
They
very
were.
Wisconsin.
Yes, we actually
These
took
look
these in
awesome.
Appleton. It was beautiful. It was such a good experience, and I wanted to take them the second I saw the leaves changing because I didn't know,
Just
you know,
gorgeous.
They go
how fast the weather would change.
Yeah.
It goes really quickly.
So yeah, no, we actually took these on our way to Milwaukee Airport. We did really
Good way
good.
to travel.
So how has life changed for you in the year?
Oh my gosh.
Getting
it's-
easier, getting more
You
challenging?
know what? I love it because I feel like it challenges me to be a better mom, wife. I mean, before I was a little more laid back about things, and now it's awesome because I'm on a schedule and I'm just I set like goals for myself, and it's awesome to see me knock them out for him, for Lenny. You know, Lance, he's so awesome. I mean, he just goes with the flow of everything. So, I mean, say for instance, if I don't get to like clean something, he doesn't care, but for me, I'm like, no, I got to do this for me and the baby, you know. So no, it's awesome, and he's the best baby ever. I mean,
He is the cutest. I told you, I think he has
very
the
good.
cutest
Yeah.
lips of any baby I've ever
He's
seen.
so
And I
cute.
just want to go up and pinch his cheeks.
Yeah.
He's so cute. Well, before babies, sometimes comes weddings. And Bria's here to share some of her wedding photos. Tell us all about your big day.
Yeah, it was July 14th. It ended up being about 80 degrees outside.
Oh, wow.
So the ceremony was outside. It was at a vineyard in Indianapolis.
Nice.
And then we had an indoor reception, thankfully. So I was like, Jason, you just have to make it through the ceremony. Like, he's in a navy suit.
Sweating on the inside,
sweating
right?
on the outside, too. He's a sweater in general. So I know, but it turned out great. It was beautiful. We had an amazing day. So couldn't be more thankful. Everything turned out.
Everything you dreamed of, other than the heat.
Absolutely, yeah.
And look at the beautiful vineyard as the
Yeah.
backdrop.
Dress is
That
everything.
is a cool
Thank
backdrop.
you.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. It was just so nice having all of our family and friends there. Like, that's never going to happen again, probably, in our life, where all of our family and friends will be in one spot.
place.
We just felt so special and loved. It was really something we'll
It's very
remember
fairy-ish.
forever.
Like your pictures, they make me think of like a little fairy, and
Yeah.
it's light and beautiful with all the floral.
Yeah, I
It's
wanted a
amazing.
ton of flowers, and I was determined to save some of them. And now it's like they're sitting in my basement. I don't know what to do with them.
You
so
won't.
if anyone has any ideas, I know.
You know, maybe on your anniversary, get them out and look at them and
know.
remember. But
Right.
some people do preserve them and
hairspray
pick them
them?
up.
Did I what?
Hairspray them?
No.
Yeah.
So much for me to hair. I tried that too. I ended up throwing away after like a year.
I think I'm
was
gonna
like,
probably
toss
end
them.
up
Like, I don't know what to
throwing
do.
away.
Like hairspray them
I'll send you a
though.
couple of ideas. You can do paperweights, you can do shadow box, you can do a ton of
at
stuff,
you.
ornaments,
She's very
Christmas
crafty.
ornaments.
Ideas.
I'm pretty crafty.
Christmas
Yeah.
ornaments
Yeah.
is a
That'd
great
be cute.
idea. So
Yeah.
once a year, you get them out and,
Yeah, and you put them on the
remember.
Why didn't you tell me
That's super
that?
cute.
I'm sorry.
In the trash.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like a beautiful day. And
Thank
yeah, your
you.
dress. How long did it take you to find that dress?
Well, that's a whole story. I found a dress and I got it, and then I decided I didn't like it. So then I actually ordered that one without trying it on.
Wow.
Or seeing it in person. And it came a week before my wedding. So
And it was
That's
perfect?
beautiful.
And it worked out perfect, yeah.
Thank
Did you just wear the one dress during the day?
Yeah, just one.
How many dresses did you wear?
2.
How many did you wear?
One.
You. Miss Heaven. Wearing the 2 dresses.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing your pictures.
Yeah.
Ladies, this is just the beginning of
Yeah.
today's first episode of 2018. A lot more fun still to come. Fashion, blogging, organizing tips and tricks. And forget the avocado toast. Who likes avocado toast? Okay,
Guilty.
forget it. There's a new toast in town. Chef Chris Manglis is in the kitchen with a trendy new twist. So don't go anywhere. The Better Half will be right back. Welcome back to The Better Half. We're in the kitchen with Chef Chris Manglis, also known as the Traveling Chef, and he has a restaurant in the Green Bay called 335. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, Bree likes to cook.
Yes.
I do.
I like to eat. So I think we got a good combination going on here. We teased that you were going to show us the new twist on avocado toast. What is going on here?
So the idea is not every game day party has to be built only on wings and chili and broth. So
that.
a little healthier, sort of cleaner snacks. This particular toast, we make this house-made bread, but you could, any of your favorite breads from the store. This is actually gluten-free, and it has just tons of seeds and caraway, sesame seed, benny seed. So
it's pretty to look at, too.
and it's super flavorful, super great texture. So that's really like, there's only 4 or 5 ingredients. So we always say when you're doing something that's very clean and simple and minimal amount of ingredients, you really want those ingredients to be the best that you can get. So find the best bread that you can get, go to a local bakery.
And you're making that in-house?
We are,
at
yeah.
335.
It's incredible. It's so good. So that's sort of the base of what we have. So we have some slices here that we have done up ahead of time. So what we do is we lay this out, a little bit of olive oil on it,
Okay.
and then I'm going to have you spread the cheese on it. So what we have for cheese this is a goat's milk cheese, but if you don't like goat cheese, you could use a ricotta, you could use mascarpone, cream cheese. All of those would be good. You want something sort of soft with a kind of rich texture.
Okay.
So you can just spread a little bit on each of those if you'd like.
Now, is this a real thing, a real trend, or is this a Chris Manglis trend that you're starting?
I don't know if this is a real trend, so I guess
It's just a twist
we're
on
starting a
avocado
trend.
toast.
Yeah.
I think we're starting it. I
Yeah,
think we should.
yeah, squash
Okay,
toast.
Squash toast.
But it's a very seasonal thing. Avocados you can get year round. I wouldn't recommend making squash toast in July, but this
When
time of the
it's
year,
in
game day season. So
When
it's
in
a
season,
game
okay.
day season toast.
Perfect.
Nice.
Okay.
We'll start relating all of our seasons in the restaurant to game day versus actual
Everything
seasons. It'll
else.
just
I
be
like it.
off season, in season.
This is kind of sticky.
So this goat cheese is actually made just for the restaurant as well. So
Where'd it
we have a
come from?
lady up in Door County that milks every Monday. We get cheese
Oh,
every
wow,
Tuesday.
that's so cool.
It's less goaty, if you will. Some people say I don't like goat cheese,
Yeah.
but this is like it's incredible. So this again, you only have 5 or 6 ingredients. You really want them to be the best that you can get.
All right. So once this is done,
It's going to go into the oven, 350 degrees, about 10 minutes. So we just want that bread to still have some chewiness and softness to it.
okay, not crispy and
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And then we're going to go and cut the squash next.
Okay.
So this is delicata. I'm going to throw this in the oven.
Can you find this at a grocery store? This type of squash?
This time of the year you can, yeah. So it's actually funny is a lot of the suppliers and farmers and stuff that we get our squash from have been saying like, oh, we just can't keep enough delicata because it's become sort of a trendy squash, if you will. So butternuts are easy to find. Honey nut squash is easy to find. Acorn squash is easy to
Can
find.
you use one of those as a
You
substitute?
certainly could.
Okay, but this
I
is
would
more
prepare it a
delicate,
little
I'm
differently
guessing?
depending on what you're using. Like
Okay.
a butternut squash needs to cook longer. You'll notice that we just left the peel right on here. So this has
Okay.
a really soft but also very flavorful exterior to the squash, so you don't have to peel it at all. We just scoop the seeds out. You see,
Okay, yeah.
lots of sort of different sizes and colors. but
Having green and gold in there
I think
is
most
nice,
people
too,
sort of
for-
use them as centerpieces on their
Festive.
tables, and they don't actually eat it as a squash.
I think
So
that's what I've done. All right, for time purposes,
Yes.
I'll have you get started
we're
on
going to
that.
season. So
Okay.
a little bit of salt on here. A little bit of Espelette. So this is just a smoked pepper.
Okay,
We get it from California.
of course you do.
Fancy.
We'll throw these in the oven, and then I'll
Okay.
bring you one that's done.
Perfect. Ooh, does that look good?
So first, the roasted squash. This is hot squash.
Okay.
Yum.
So that's what it looks like after about 15 minutes in the oven. That you can prepare ahead of time. Even a day ahead of time before the game. Get your squash all roasted. Here's the warm toast.
And now you're going to build that.
We're going to build it.
Okay, build it.
Okay.
So you can help me sort of lay out some of these squash if you like. 1, 2, 3 pieces per maybe. Then we're going to take a little bit more of that honey. We'll just drizzle a little bit of that right on top.
Your honey's locally made too, isn't it?
It is.
Yum.
Nice.
Some of these seeds, so these are the same seeds that are in the bread, but adds a good sort of texture and garnish to the top. And then we have these greens here, just any soft herbs. These are all mustards. So it adds sort of a mustardy, spicy kick, which is nice with the sweet squash. The rich cheese. that's sort of it.
That looks
Looks
great.
really good.
A little bit more olive oil over the top. And then you need to pair it, right?
Okay, so you brought some stuff to pair it with.
Yes.
And why bring you have cans, but it's not beer in the cans?
It's not beer. So the idea is this winemaker friend of ours, Andrew Jones, we're actually doing an event with him this weekend, a wine event and food event before the game. And he said a lot of people would come into the winery always, and you know, the wife would like wine and the husband's like waiting for a beer, waiting for the game or whatever he was doing, or vice versa. The lady's like, I don't drink wine, and the guy was drinking wine. And so he started mixing hops and bitters and fruit and things and putting it in a can to go, okay, maybe I can convince your man to drink wine if I put some hops in there, make it sort of taste like a beer. So you have like
Well, pick one out for us.
rosé. I think that's the perfect pairing for this. So this
Rosé,
has quince
okay.
and grapefruit, so it's very sort
Wow.
of this season. It's got a wonderful color to it. Foxy is what he calls it. So it's from Tin City in Paso Robles, so Central Coast of California.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Drink it in a can, put it in a cooler,
Cheers.
take it to the tailgate party.
Very nice. Bree, if you want to, give that a try and see how it pairs
Yeah.
with it. Chris Manglis, 335 in Green Bay, booking holiday parties. You do wine tasting events, pop-up concerts all the time. So follow him on social media, Facebook, Instagram.
All of it.
You name it.
Yeah.
All right. How is it?
Amazing.
Good?
It's so good. Yeah.
I would take a bite, but I have to do some rating. Chris will be back later in the show with another great game day appetizer. But up next, the better half on social media. From blogs to Instagram, they're taking their thoughts and talents online. We take a look at what they're sharing coming up.
Ball up the ball up the ball up the ball up the ball up ball up.
Real cheese people are ham and Swiss people. Some love open-faced, others as big as your face. They're hot and cold, big and bold, thick and ultra-thin. But they would never make a sandwich with pasteurized processed cheese food. It's only required to contain 51% real cheese. Sargento slices are 100% real, natural cheese. They let sandwich lovers fly their Munster, cheddar, and Gouda flags high.
Sargento natural cheese slices. We're real cheese people.
I bet you wonder what you're gonna see today.
I bet you wonder who you get to be today.
Cause every time you go in, you start again.
Thank you for supporting our mission.
You always amaze me.
Welcome back to The Better Half. And while we think this show is a great way to connect with the ladies, it's certainly not the only way. There's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and their own personal blogs and websites. The Better Halves are now reaching out to a greater audience, each with her own personal message. And before we get to some of the specifics, let's remind people, Danielle, that you once were on another reality show.
I was. It was so exciting. It was a great way to just reach a broader audience and kind of let the world know what it's really like behind the scenes, because people have such a misconception about what life's really like for athletes, especially with a lot of the reality TV shows you see today. So it was a great experience. I mean, I think we would do it again. Surprisingly, Lance said he would.
He would?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Because we were very adamant about like not editing and, you know, like this is who we are. This, you know, we're a very family-oriented group, and this is what real team life is like.
It was shot in LA, right?
It was, yeah. We rushed it. It was like 3 months, which is insane. Like we were filming all day, every day, and Lance was such a good sport about it, which most of the guys are just like cranky and fussy, but he's great. He's a great partner.
He
like,
seems
literally in
kind of even.
Yeah, it's really awesome because I'm just like, hey, you know, it's definitely yin and yang, and it was such a good experience. I think it was really good for the both of us, and it actually brought us closer.
Can you imagine doing it now with a baby?
You know, I have to say it's really hard because you're literally filming all day. So unless you have kids that are older and in school, I mean, it's rough. I don't think I could do it right now because my life is just Lenny. But I definitely would probably revisit it again if given the opportunity to do so.
Well, cool. One of the reasons I wanted to do this segment on The Better Half is because of Jennifer Gizzi. And it's because you have really taken the idea of reaching out to others with your talents. Jennifer Gizzi, by the way, wife of Chris Gizzi, who's one of the coaches, and used to be a player.
Yes. Welcome
back to the show, by the way.
Hi, thank you.
Talk a little bit about your Instagram and Making Pretty Spaces.
Yeah, so Making Pretty Spaces, that's where you can find me over there. But really, moving here, you know, Green Bay's a smaller town, and I've always, you know, my dad, growing up, he was a carpenter, so I've always had an interest in kind of renovating and remodeling. And so throughout the years, and even before we moved here, I really just kind of developed a passion for that. And so being here, I think that's just what I started to spend most of my time doing, is just really fixing up our house and spending my time doing that. It's kind of a creative outlet for me. And so I started doing tutorials on my Instagram stories, maybe just like 3 months, maybe like 6 months ago. I started really focusing on the tutorials, like step by step, and like saying, hey, you do not have to wait for your husband. You know, my audience is women. Mm-hmm. It's 90% women. And so I'm like, hey, this is how you do this. This is how you change your electrical outlet. This is how you use a nail gun. This is how you do these things to elevate your space. Mm-hmm. You do not have to hire a contractor. You do not have to wait for your husband to get home. Like, you can do these things. So
how often are you at the do-it-yourself store with the orange square sign?
I am there. When I'm in the middle of a project, sometimes I'm there twice a day.
Okay.
To the point where, like, the other day I went in and there was clearly a new person because I hadn't seen him before. And I was like, oh, did you just start? And he just kind of looked at me and I was like, oh, I'm in here every day. Like, he was like, yeah,
you'll get to know me.
Yeah.
What is your favorite project you've done so far?
You know what? The one I'm in the middle of, I'm pretty excited about. You know, the board and batten right there that...
when you got your 10,000 follower?
Yeah, it's super fun.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I like anything that's simple, that elevates a space. I think that's my, you know, I think when you do something elaborate, it's awesome, and I think that you feel good about it, but I think I feel better about the things that are so simple that I can teach, again, the average person, hey, you can do this in your home. You can do this. If you want to, you know, make up your little girl's room or your nursery or anything, like these are the tools that you need. And you know, just these small changes can just, you know, I feel like that Making Pretty Spaces, like, you want the space that you're in to be pretty.
Well, I'm inspired.
Yeah.
Your pictures are wonderful. I've seen all of your stories. I try not to comment because I don't want you to think I'm stalking you too much, but it's really great.
Thanks.
And
it's really fun.
Yeah, good luck and with growing it even further. Now, you've been doing this for quite a while, the social media thing.
Yeah.
And then we talked about a little bit about your website last year, HeavenDaniels.com, and your blog on there, Life in HD.
Yeah.
Why did you want to start that?
Because I feel like I need my own voice, and I feel like with everything pulling at you and the world I'm living in right now, football, my husband, my children, I wanted something that was just my own, where I can create whatever I want, really. You know, people are always trying to put you in a box. You need to focus on a certain niche, is how you say the word. But I just feel like I don't want to limit myself to the things I can do, and I love music, and I love makeup, and I love writing, and I'm like, I can go in here and create whatever I want, and I can put out the content I want, and hopefully be inspiring while doing so, and people get to know me, and I get to know other people through the process. And I just think, I don't know, it was kind of a hobby initially, but...
It's a good-looking website. Well, and a good-looking better half there.
My web guy is amazing, and that's part of it, is having a really awesome team to help you get things going.
Has it been tough to maintain it?
It has been tough. I made a social media content schedule to help myself stay organized initially, but with a newborn, I've kind of fallen behind on those things. And so there's times where I plan to blog or look presentable to take, do this makeup tutorial or whatever, and I just don't have the time. So it's kind of frustrating for me right now, but I know that I'm very goal oriented and I'm going to get back on track with that. So.
One of my favorite posts you had, I don't know if it was Instagram or Facebook, but it was you, I think, in the middle of the night.
Oh,
and there was, you were feeding one baby, and the other baby was in the background crying.
Screaming. Story of my life. All day, every day. Like I'm all nursing or cleaning and I have a 2-year-old and a newborn, a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old. My hands are full. Well, in a good way.
Yes. If you've been a fan of The Better Half for the last few years, you got to know Alyssa Janis. Well, you can still keep up with her, even though they're not with the Green Bay Packers anymore. On her blog, it's called Next Play with Mrs. J, and she sent our viewers a special message.
Hi, everyone. It's Alyssa Janis, wife of former Packers wide receiver Jeff Janis. And I'm here to share with you guys a little bit about my new blog that I just started from the laundry room because it's nice and quiet in here. You can probably hear Carter in the background. So my blog is called The Next Play with Mrs. J, and I share all kinds of good stuff on there. I share stories about our life in the NFL, what it's like with the transition between team to team, and now we're back in Michigan. I share recipes, mom tips, Bible verses, and lots more. I started it when we moved to Cleveland because I didn't know anybody. I kind of needed something to fill my time other than being a mom, of course. And so I started to write. I've always loved writing. English was like one of my favorite classes, and I kind of wanted to do something with it. So I started journaling and kind of working up different things, and it ended up going really well. Just recently, I posted a blog about our trip to Green Bay and how awesome it was to see the Packers win against the 49ers during some Monday Night Football. Currently, we're back in Michigan just enjoying some good old family time and a lot of good hunting. If you do have any ideas or suggestions on stuff that you'd like to see me write about, please let me know. Send me a message on my Instagram account or go ahead and email me on my blog website. And you can find me at www.nextplaywithmrsj.net or follow me on Instagram at nextplaywithmrsj. This is Carter. He's 18 months now. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Hi. And he keeps me very busy, don't you, buddy? Thanks, you guys. Hope to see you all soon.
How cute.
I miss her.
I know.
She's
awesome.
doing a great job with
She
that.
is.
And she gets personal, too, about stuff that's going on
Yeah,
in their
absolutely.
lives. So I really think you'll like Next Play with Mrs. J. And speaking of some of the social media tips that Jennifer Gizzi does on social media, she's going to be bringing that to the table on fixing up a closet. Some organizing
tips. Some drawer organization, just some stuff to help you with your closet.
Yes, and this one will be paying close attention. But up next, you need to jazz up your game day wardrobe. We're checking out some of the hottest green and gold gear to get you tailgate ready. The Better Half will be right back.
Welcome back to The Better Half, guys. We are here with Kim from Apricot Lane, and they have all the hottest game day fashions. Kim is here to fill us in and show us what she's got new in her store.
So we have so many new arrivals. What's unique about Apricot Lane is we are local, so we handpick all of our fashion. So the stuff that you find at our boutique, you're not going to find anywhere else. And we are truly a mother-daughter boutique, so we have stuff for ladies of all ages, really great price points. Most of our tops are under $40. We have denim, dresses, so many great things in store, and it's the perfect time of year stocking up for gifts for the holiday season and just treating yourself to something extra special.
So you've got me and this really cute, like covering mom, all things mom covered here, and I feel like I'm really cute, appropriate for game day, but like fall fashion also.
Right.
Do you want to talk about what Brianna and Danielle are wearing?
Yeah, so we got this really fuzzy soft cardigan in. It's got a really great cowl neck, and I love the color blocking in it with the fun ties. And so this would be perfect for just lounging around on Sunday if you're heading to the game or not. Our next look, so all about plaid and flannel this season.
Love it.
We're from Wisconsin, of course, so we have to have our plaid.
Gotta
and
have the plaid.
Really cute buffalo plaid on Wisconsin State underneath, and a fun beanie for the game just to keep your head warm, and the fun game day colors also.
What did you say before the segment, Danielle, about the outfit?
I will be wearing this on Sunday, so
you guys will see
if you
her.
guys see me on Friday, I'll be like this on Sunday. I love it.
And Kim, you've got something really unique going on with your hoodie that we were talking about. I love it. Do you want to show the viewers what you're wearing?
So we have our custom designed double hoodie. So
How
it
cool
has
is that?
two hoods, as you can see. I just love it. It's so comfy and stretchy. It has pockets, so I could put all my things inside, and some fun thumb holes, which I love. And it's just something
I
unique.
love the thumb holes. I don't know why,
Best
but that's like a
sweater.
thing, and it's actually really comfortable to be able to put your thumbs in those holes in the sweatshirt. That's cool.
Especially if you're going to wear a jacket over it, then it just makes it easy to come right in.
And then obviously the holidays are coming up. Let's talk about some awesome gift ideas, which you have on the table here.
Yeah, so home apparel, whether somebody lives in Wisconsin or outside of Wisconsin, it's so great to send them the gift of home. Lots of fun pillows and t-shirts. Camo is so on trend, so we've got lots of fun camo with our green and gold inspired colors. Fun socks and coffee mugs for sipping your hot cocoa, and the clear bags also you can bring to the game.
That's what I'm eyeing, that clear bag for game day. And I was like, I think I have that Army fatigue shirt.
Yes.
You brought it on before, and I ended up leaving with it. So it's really cute. There's a lot of awesome stuff there. I personally, too, love the socks. I don't know, would you guys get your husbands those, or?
Yeah, they're
For
unisex,
her.
so you can get them for the guys too. And then we have all this great stuff. We have two locations. So we're in Bay Park Square Mall and Fox River Mall.
Yeah.
And then we have all this great stuff too online. Shop ALB.
Oh, I'm an online shopper.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Going back to those clear bags, so if you guys didn't know, that's like what's Stadium approved to take in. It has to be a certain size. And you could obviously rock that bag. I like to customize everything. I'm sure you guys do too, but you could easily put your numbers or things like that. So
And it's
super cool.
lightweight, and just I love that it's a crossbody, so it'd be comfortable just to throw over.
Awesome. So there you guys have it. There's lots of cool stuff over at Apricot Lane. Now we are going to go check in with Rachel and Jen.
You guys all look amazing. That's like perfect game day. And when she says customize, she means adding some bling to it. I know, like sequins and all that stuff.
Glitter and gold.
Well, if you are the ultimate Packers fan, we found an amazing opportunity for you to get in on. It's called the Legends Getaway at the new Lodge Kohler right across from Lambeau Field. And joining us now to tell us all about it is Lindsay Southsider. And it's a 3-day celebration, right, Lindsay?
Yes, it's November 15th through the 17th.
So next weekend, this is happening.
It is. And at Lodge Kohler, we're all about creating unique memories and trying to make sure that our guest always has the ultimate experience. And that's really why we created this package, was to give our guests an exclusive opportunity to things that represent Green Bay, and what's better than the Packers.
Yeah, they get to hang out with 3 Packers legends.
Awesome. Yes. So joining us for this exclusive package is going to be Hall of Famer Dave Robinson, Dorsey Levens, and James Jones.
So cool.
And what will these guys be doing? Just hanging out with them, or are there specific
so
events?
many things. And when you do book the package, you get access to all of these opportunities. So on Thursday, it literally, I kind of joke, but it kicks off by James Jones, actually upstairs at Tavern in the Sky, hosting a game viewing with the guests that purchased the package. So what's wonderful about that is he's going to be doing a halftime. It's called Chalk Talk. So an opportunity to engage and watch a game with a football player. So how great is that? And And then
He's so charismatic too, so I think it'll be really fun for people to watch a game
For
with
fans,
him.
I mean, there's nothing better than that, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
right. And up in Tavern in the Sky, when you have the best view of Lambeau, it just kind of all is a great fit together.
and the food there is fantastic.
You've been there.
Yes, several times. It's,
Yes.
it's delicious.
Artichoke fritters is the #1
Love him.
appetizer.
Yes.
And then Snap to Friday is going to be an afternoon luncheon down in our Leaps and Bounds Cafe. Leaps and Bounds Cafe downstairs.
Yeah, we just saw a picture of it. That's one of my favorite places to stop by for a coffee and some beignets.
Oh, yummy, yes. And so actually with Dave Robinson, you're going to be able to have a fireside chat and lunch down there. Then on Friday evening, all three gentlemen are going to be up at Tavern in the Sky for a cocktail session. It's Q&A, autographs, it's going to be photos with them, an opportunity to really engage with the generations of football and have opportunities to ask questions and get to know them a little bit better. And then last but not least, on Saturday, before everybody checks out, Dorsey Levens is going to be upstairs in our open kitchen cooking an omelet, I hear. So
He's doing the cooking?
Yes, I guess. So how fun. I'm just, like I said, it's really about creating memories and offering something, just a little piece of Titletown and the Packers, as well as being in the hotel at Lodge Kohler.
And during the break, we were talking about there's so much that you haven't even explored over there at Lodge
I know.
Kohler.
I mean, you know, again, if it's for couples, right? And so, like, there's the spa, which is beautiful.
Thank
so
you.
for the wives, I mean, what a total package, literally.
It is. And there's always time for spa, yes. So
always.
So if people want to get involved, they go to your website to buy
it's
the
Lodge,
tickets?
Yep, lodgekohler.com, and then you can book right from the website. Like I said, it's the 2-day package. All of those events are included in
And
that.
it's limited, though, right? There's only like a few.
Yes, there's 34 seats, of course. There's a limited amount available yet, so if it is something that someone wants to do, we encourage them to go on the site right away.
All right, Lodge Kohler, the place to be next weekend. Well, good luck with everything, and thanks for stopping by to tell us all about it.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you at the spa.
Good.
Soon. Up next, who doesn't want to be more organized? Well, no one does it better, I think, than Jennifer Gizzi. She will share some of her secrets next.
Real cheese people are ham and Swiss people. They're hot and cold, big and bold, but they would never make a sandwich with pasteurized processed cheese food. Sargento slices are 100% real natural cheese.
Sargento. We're real cheese people.
It's that time of year again.
Time to get your Medicare coverage.
We know a lot about Medicare.
We're Network Health.
Call or go online now to learn about our Medicare Advantage PPO plans. Plans start as low as $0 a month, including medical and drug coverage, with doctor visits as low as $10, $0 labs, and $0 generic drugs. Plus, you'll have access to a personal concierge customer service team.
We're here to help. We've been helping members for over 30 years.
Right here in Wisconsin.
You'll also get benefits like vision and dental coverage, hearing aid discounts, travel coverage, and a Silver Sneakers fitness membership.
To help keep you moving.
So don't wait.
Call or go online today to get your Medicare coverage.
Network Health. You'll notice the difference.
Call 844-891-2992 or visit networkhealthnow.com to find the right Medicare plan for you.
Today on The Better Half, we're folding laundry because it's Heaven's favorite thing to do.
I love folding laundry. Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
You must do it all day long.
All day, every day. Now I'm doing it on the show. It's great. It's
But
awesome.
do your drawers in your closet look like this?
Of course. No.
Not, right?
But they will. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get
Yes,
it there.
absolutely. I'm excited about that.
Earlier in the show, Jennifer Gizzi shared her Instagram with us, those beautiful pictures and that organized closet. And it's called Making Pretty Spaces.
Making Pretty Spaces.
DIY projects, but also organizing. And
Yeah, I
you
love
say
it.
that's key.
I do. I think organizing really just sets you up for a good day, especially your closet, which is why I wanted to talk about the closet and drawers. How you start the day is kind of
Saves time,
Yeah,
right?
it saves time. If you know where everything is in your closet and you present yourself to the world and you're already feeling good, I mean, I just feel like that sets you
No
up.
wonder I look crazy every day. Goodness.
It starts in the
Starts
closet.
in the closet.
Yes. All right. But will folding a certain way really make a difference?
Yeah, so let's just take a look at this. So I think it comes down to containment, right?
Okay.
So everyone has drawers, right?
Regular drawer.
We all
Yeah.
have drawers. And we all have t-shirts, and for the women out there, we all have yoga pants.
Yeah.
So this is like 8 t-shirts, 8 yoga pants, 4 sports bras, 3 shorts. If you just threw those all in this drawer
It would
right
look like
here,
mine.
you wouldn't be able to find anything. It would be a mess. You wouldn't be able to keep it organized,
Guilty.
right?
Yes, guilty.
So we're going to teach you how to keep your drawer organized.
Okay.
And it all comes down to containment.
All right.
So you want to basically take your spaces and put them into smaller spaces so that you can kind of categorize what's in that drawer and you can see it all. So when you file this way, basically like file folding, you can
Okay.
see everything.
Right.
I love
Instead
it.
of like
Stacked.
flipping through stacked. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of show you guys, again, you'll have to find spaces that fit your drawer, but these fit pretty good. They're not an exact fit. But you'll
Like
kind
you
of
get
see
these from
how.
stores certain, or what?
Yeah.
Good
Well,
to
so I got
me.
these from the Container Store, but you can
Okay.
get these at any store is going to have
Little
So now
compartments
you have this like super organized drawer. When you pull it out, you can see everything, and then also when you go to put, I think the trick, what helps the most is when you're putting laundry away.
Which is my least favorite thing
Right.
to do.
One
if you
spot
know
for the
where
one
it
missing
goes,
pair of pants.
I'm telling you, it is a just game changer.
All right, how do we fold?
Okay, so we're gonna just we got a Green Bay shirt, right? In the spirit of the better half. So what I like to do too, especially if we have these out, you want to find the size that you want for your space, right? And so we
Okay.
know that it's going to fit in this space. So usually I'll keep that like right here, so I can kind of gauge the size.
Yeah.
And so you're going to take this. I usually fold it right around to the neckline, right here. And you're just going to go both ways, and then you're going to fold from the bottom because this is going to be less structure. And then you're going to do a triple fold, and each depending on what, and then.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I gotta put aside some special time to fold like this.
No, but if you
I
did
fold
that,
really
I
quickly,
mean, it's
though.
super quick.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
You'll
I just
probably
have
get
to
the hang
get
of
the
it.
hang of it,
Yeah.
exactly.
And so, obviously you want to be able to stand up, but if you have if you have, I mean, that's kind of a sign that
it's all
you've done
new.
it well. Yep.
Right.
But also now, if you have it contained within a drawer, now you have this little space and you can just put it in there. And again, you're back to like just a really organized drawer.
It looks
You know
fabulous.
where it is.
cool.
How would you fold a sports bra?
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's probably a lot of different ways. This is the way that I've started doing it that I think is really good. So again, you want to get rid of everything that doesn't have structure. So I kind of fold that in, and then I just do a triple fold.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, super easy. So again, that took what, 4 seconds?
Yeah,
3
that was
seconds.
quick.
Okay.
Super quick, but how much better is that than
My drawer.
And
You can say
then for the yoga pants, okay? So I take those, and you're going to fold them over. And again, you want everything, again, that streamline, you're going to pull from here and make a straight line. And then you're going to pull here, and then back to that
gotcha.
triple fold.
And just by removing that little, like the little
Now you
cusp.
have like a perfect square.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay,
And so-
now, you have jeans here too, and you have a special
Yeah.
way of doing that?
So you can do that same thing in a drawer with jeans. I actually like to stack these on a shelf to see them.
The jeans, right?
Right. And so you can do them two different, so literally the same thing. So you're going to fold them in half. You're going to get rid of that, make a straight line.
That's the part that helps, folding that in.
Yep,
to
that's
get
the
it.
trick right
Yes.
there. So if you were going to do this and put them in a drawer, exact same thing, right? You're going to fold it, and you're going to have this nice to put in a drawer.
Yeah, and if you don't find the
But-
containers, you can do dividers too.
Yeah.
It makes it simple. What do you think, Heaven?
I feel very informed, like I need to go home and work on one drawer for today.
And that's just
one
a
drawer and
starting
start
point,
there.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You feel
Just
so
start
good
there.
about it
Yeah.
at the end of the day. Jennifer, great ideas. Again, Making Pretty Spaces on Instagram. Follow her. I don't think you'll regret it. Nope. Really fun. I spend too much time on there myself. But Jennifer, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Up next, we're back in the kitchen with Chef Chris Manglis. He's showing us another great game day appetizer. That's next on The Better Half. We're back in the kitchen with Chef Chris Manglis at 335 in Green Bay, and Chris has another great appetizer, perfect for game day.
This is on the verge of healthy.
Okay.
Maybe not quite as healthy as the toast, but it's still
Perfect.
much more clean and healthier than wings and brats. So.
Okay, what is it?
Very seasonal. So green tomatoes. You know, we were just talking. Where do green tomatoes come from? Why don't you ever see them in the grocery store? They're really just unripe tomatoes.
Were you surprised to learn that?
So surprised. I never knew that before today, so thank you for that.
So we get these from a local producer, Ledgeview Gardens. Really sort of, you know, in the restaurant world, we call it standard breading procedure. But really what you do is slice the tomatoes like so, vibrant color. It's almost the texture and taste of like a, kind of a cross between a cucumber and a pickle is what I tell people. So it doesn't taste like a tomato per se, but you definitely have the tomato flavor. Bread it, you put it in flour, then in an egg bath, and then into this breadcrumbs. So we're using a gluten-free panko breading.
Okay.
And we're going to take these, just a little bit of grapeseed oil, which is sort of a neutral oil. It has a high smoke point, so that means it's pretty hard to burn. So if you were using an olive oil or butter, it would burn before the tomatoes were cooked.
Okay, and they do turn out perfectly golden.
Yes, so there's their finished version of the fried tomatoes. Now we just need to make the salad. So
Okay.
I'm going to put all of you to work. So you're in charge.
Okay.
We're going to start with the crab. So we'll just dump the crab in.
Okay.
This is a peaky toe crab, but any sort of fresh crab. So this is from Maine. We fly it in a couple times a week.
Fancy crab.
If you can't order it or find it at your grocery store, you can get it through us. We have a seafood club, so we sell seafood every week just based on what's coming in.
Good to know.
This is a citrus aioli. So basically egg yolks, grapeseed oil, Meyer lemon, a little bit of salt. So you could use mayonnaise if you don't want to make your own aioli. The next, shaved celery, you can dump that in.
Okay.
Shaved fennel.
He's putting you to work. I'm over here sipping a cocktail.
Shaved radish. This is Espelette chili again, so we use this on the toast. We're going to use it in the salad as well. So it's got kind of a
pretty and
smoky,
fresh looking.
very kind of mild spice to that.
Those are the cutest little radishes.
A little bit of high quality, nice salt, because we're not cooking anything, so we just want it to be
Your salt looks pink.
really good salt. It is pink. This is a Himalayan, it's a Murray River sea salt. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of good olive oil.
Now, if I only have Himalayan salt, can I use that?
You can.
Okay.
Kosher salt, you can use that. That's it. So super simple. So we mix it up. The key, you know, the fresh crab, the fresh veggies, super clean, super simple.
You had me at crab.
If you don't like radish, leave the radish out. If you don't have access to fennel or you don't like celery, you can put
leave
in
that out
shaved onions if you like onions. I prefer to not put the onions in just because I think that flavor kind of overpowers the delicacy of the crab. But you can kind of get creative with whatever seasonal vegetables you have that you like. So that's it.
Perfect.
Okay? Now we're going to build it. Slide this
Do I
over
need
here.
to flip these at all, or
Sure.
are they okay?
See if they're ready. Yes.
See? I was paying attention.
Nice.
So then when they're fried on both sides, what
Yeah,
you would do is just take it out, dab it on some paper towel so you absorb that extra oil, and then you're basically ready to go. You could fry these a day ahead of time if you'd like. If you got people coming over for the game, get them fried, and then you can kind of just warm them up in the oven.
You always have the greatest presentation, too. I like your serving platter that you're using.
Beautiful.
Now we take some of this crab salad. This crab salad's great too if you don't want to go through the work of doing the green tomatoes. You can just get like some, traditional saltine crackers, a little bit of hot sauce on top, and it's kind of the best. Super clean, super fresh game day.
I have been to 335 for a tailgate party, and you served this with the saltines.
With the
I'm like,
saltines.
saltines at 335? What's happening? And it was perfect.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
like the perfect match. And then this is just, we get these greens from one of our local farmers, but it's sorrel, which has sort of a real lemony, citrusy flavor. And then we have some petite celery greens as well, so that kind of enhances that same flavor that we had mixed into the salad.
So pretty. We mentioned before, Chris is booking holiday parties through I'm sure the new year, right?
Yes,
and beyond.
Yes, it's a busy season for us, but we can come to your house, we can do a cooking class, we can do a company party.
So we don't have to just go to 335.
You can come there, or we'll come to you, wherever you are. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Who wants to try it? I do.
I definitely do.
Please, dig in.
Dig in.
Do we just do it with our fingers?
Yes, of course.
And while we're doing this, what are we drinking?
The
I'm
perfect
drinking
pairing.
some sort of a
Yeah, so that's the
sangria
in a can.
Okay.
Cranberry,
So
fresh orange, fresh lemon. These are all from Tin City and Field Recordings. So they're a wine producer from the Central Coast of California. They make some of the best wine that we have in our cellar, and we feature his in our wine club all of the time. He's coming in this weekend for the game. We lured him in with a trip to Lambeau in trade for a little afternoon wine tasting. So we're going to have hors d'oeuvres. The crab will be on the menu. The toast will be on the menu. You can come in. I think we're going to have about 15 different wines. So some in a bottle, some in a can, cider, beer, rosé,
Wow.
hops.
This might be the favorite thing you've
Really
made
good?
ever.
So
good.
Really good.
335. Follow on Facebook for all the information about their pop-ups and all that stuff. Chris, thank you so
Cheers.
much.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks for having
You're
me.
watching The Better Half. We'll be right back.
Cooking segments on The Better Half are brought to you by Patrick Cudahy. Since 1888, better then, better now.
Ball up, the ball up, the ball up, the ball up, the ball up, ball up, ball up, ball up, ball up.
It's that time of year again.
Time to get your Medicare coverage.
We know a lot about Medicare. We're Network Health.
Call or go online now to learn about our Medicare Advantage PPO plans. Plans start as low as $0 a month, including medical and drug coverage, with doctor visits as low as $10, $0 labs, and $0 generic drugs. Plus, you'll have access to a personal concierge customer service team.
We're here to help. We've been helping members for over 30 years.
Right here in Wisconsin.
You'll also get benefits like vision and dental coverage, hearing aid discounts, travel coverage, and a Silver Sneakers fitness membership.
To help keep you moving.
So don't wait.
Call or go online today to get your Medicare coverage.
Network Health.
You'll notice the difference.
Call 844-891-2992 or visit networkhealthnow.com to find the right Medicare plan for you.
I bet you wonder what you're gonna see today.
I bet you wonder who you get to be today.
Cause every time you go in, you start again.
Thank you for supporting our mission.
You always amaze me.
Real cheese people are ham and Swiss people. They're hot and cold, big and bold, but they would never make a sandwich with pasteurized processed cheese food. Sargento slices are 100% real natural cheese.
Sargento. We're real cheese people.
We're so happy to be back for another season. We have appetizers and cocktails. What could be better? Heaven, Danielle, Bree, and Jennifer, and of course, Chef, thank you so much for being part of this episode. And of course, we'll see you again next week for more great fun with the green and gold.
Absolutely.